theory of errors. So before going into that, we have to see some important points. One is, we had already discussed that physics is a science of measurement, and it's not only about physics. What lies at the heart of every science is the measurement. Whenever we make a measurement, the outcome of a measurement is a number. That number will have an uncertainty. That uncertainty in the measurement, uncertainty in the measurement, measurement is called error. So that is what we are going to look at right now with an example. See, we cannot underestimate measurement. Measurement is the central, crucial activity that gives rise to this tremendous paced science and technological development. First thing, let me give an example. Suppose you are having a scale. Let us try to zoom it a little bit so that we'll be able to understand. Now you have a rectangular piece of paper and you're going to measure the area of the rectangle. And this is what the rectangle that you need to find out the area. See, when you make a measurement of this, let us try to measure accurately. So how do we measure it? So this is in centimeters, 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter, and this is 2.1 centimeter, 2.2 centimeter. If I draw a line over here, this is 2.1 centimeter. If I draw a line from here, you know that it is 2.2 centimeter. You see for sure that the length of this rectangle is not exactly equal to 2.1 millimeter. At the same time, it is also not equal to 2.2 millimeter. But in our everyday life, we'll be happy with this measurement 2.1 centimeter. But the actual length is not exactly equal to 2.1, but it is more than that. So this is the measured value. This one that is there is the actual value. This difference between the measured value and actual value, that difference between the measured value and the actual value is called uncertainty in the measurement. That uncertainty in the measurement is called error. Let us take the even better ones. Suppose you want to you want the reading to be even exact. See, so you are using a scale even having accuracy more than that. Suppose this is to 1.55, 1.6, 1.65, 1.75, 1.85, 1.95, and the graduations are there. But here this 2.15 scale, but when you measure, it is now with this more accurate scale, you will measure the length as not 1.5. Based on this, it is 2.15 centimeter is there, but still the length is shooting beyond that. Now, the more accurate value of length of this rectangle is not just 2.1 centimeter, it is 2.15 centimeter, 2.15 centimeter. Now, compared to this reading is more accurate, but it is not exact because the length is even little bit more than that 2.15 centimeter. So like that, you can make measurements even more and more accurate, but not exact. So remember one thing, you can never make an exact measurement. You can never make an exact measurement. Exact measurement. Number one. This is number one. Suppose if you use a measured value to calculate other values. Here like that, we have measured length of this rectangle is 2.1. Let us assume area of this, breadth of this rectangle is 1.2 centimeter. Now you want to find out the area of this rectangle. What is the area of this rectangle? Area equal to length into breadth. Length is 1.2 centimeter we measured, which is not exact, and breadth is 1.2 centimeter and length is 2.1 centimeter. So 2.1 centimeter into 1.2 centimeter is the area of this rectangle. So the area is 2.52 because the two multiplying things, the breadth and the length, have some errors. This area is bound to have some errors. Like that, from one measurement to further calculations, the errors will propagate. That is called theory of propagation of errors. So measurement lies at the heart of every science, number one. Number two, any measurement will have an uncertainty. That uncertainty is nothing but the difference between the actual value and the measured value. That is called errors. And when you use a measured value to calculate further values for the other values, they will also contain some errors.